Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. I'm so excited to be right here in front of the camera and to be talking to you. Before I get into it, I really just want to start off with the highlight of my day, which was so freaking amazing because gotten the chance to see my favorite business coach, mentor, follower of Jesus that I watch on YouTube, Myron Golden. It was freaking amazing. The Holy Spirit woke me up this morning at literally 5 a.m. I knew it was the Holy Spirit because I never wake up at 5 and I could not go back to sleep. And my immediate response was, I'm going to go see Myron Golden today. So I freaking sat front row. I'm going to insert that clip of him walking in. Watching him really catapulted why I'm here behind the chair, what I'm doing with the clients that sit in my chair. Like, it really highlighted the reason why. And I just had a client right now come in. Literally every time this specific client sits in my chair, now granted, I have so many different clients that really highlight my purpose. For me, I feel like God uses them for me to be able to see my purpose through them as a client. But this particular client that sits in my chair, it's like God shows me why I'm doing this. And truth be told, if you're a barber watching this, or maybe you're just somebody watching this who is not a barber, so you don't know the ins and out of it, when people sit in our chair, it's like our service, our ears incline to them. We become at your service. What can I do for you? I'm here for you. When this client sits in my chair, immediately, not only do I want to give a great cut, not only do we want to make sure that you're feeling your absolute best and stay that way when you walk out, because it's like, and the reason why I say stay that way is because you want to feel like, leading back to your next cut, you want to feel good and pumped about your haircut, so much so that you're like, dude, I'm going back because I feel freaking amazing every time I leave that chair and until I come back. And then it's like the conversation that we have with our clients. It's unforgettable. I'm truly blessed by the ability that we are able, the ability of conversation that we're able to have with our clients. And it makes me realize, like, holy cow, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than just like giving and then receiving. This is like, I'm making an impact on this person's life who sits on my chair. Like, it's the cut and beyond, because I don't want to downplay the cut. The cut matters. People are sitting in your chair for the cut, but it's like the conversation that we spark with them on how they're feeling, on how they're going to feel when we leave our chair, just by that conversation. And so when my client left my chair today, every single time though, I'm like, wow, like, God, I know why you have me here. Because it's like, clients really open up to you. My clients open up to me so much so, and they're even like, I never shared this with anybody. And I'm like, I'm so honored that you feel safe enough to be able to share that with me. And barbers and hairstylists have the privilege to be that. And that's why I always say, I feel like being in this industry, because it's everything. It's a lash artist, it's a barber, it's a hairstylist, it's a nail tech. Like, in this beauty industry where we get to like do something like a service, but also like we're quiet and you're able to speak to us. The devil is alive. It's like, it's a purpose. It's an assignment. Because we literally get the ins and outs of your life. We literally get to experience like what you're going through, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, something that's occurring, something that's amazing. Like every part of the journey, we get to be there. And I feel like it's a gift that God has placed on us as those type of providers, to allow the clients to open up like that. So it always just because okay, let me bring it back. Because I'm so excited and I want to be like, oh, well, but let me bring it back. Oh shoot, I brought it back too far. I lost my train of thought. I think that God placed that on us for that to be our purpose, for that to be like part of our assignment. And for a while, I questioned my assignment and my purpose in barbering so much, like questioned it. And I always, like recently, I started to ask God, because I literally, it sounds crazy, but like from the time that I graduated hair school to when I got into my first place that I started cutting, which was Supercuts and Great Clips, I hated cutting hair. I hated it. I hated it all the way up until, I want to say, a year ago. And that sounds crazy because I've been cutting hair for 9 years. And it was the challenge and it was the opposition and the adversity that I hated, and I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. And like a thought popped into my head right now. I literally remember something happened. I don't remember. I was working at a barbershop and something happened. And I just remember being in the back crying to my boss. And I was like, I'm done cutting hair. I hate it. And I'm pretty sure I'm like not the only hairstylist, barber, nail tech, whatever to experience that. I'm pretty sure not. But it's heavy because when, I dedicated a lot of my life to this craft. I really like had to sacrifice a lot of my life to this craft. When my friends were going out, and granted, don't get me wrong, I had my time, definitely. I feel like a lot of years in the industry, I had my time to mess around, but I was also a little bit young. So, when my friends were out, turning up, there was sometimes where I had to be home because I had to go to work the next day, and I can't be tripping when I'm trying to give the best to my clients. So it was one of those, and eventually it came to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm ready to settle down altogether. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to have a family. I'm ready to just settle down because I want to put my undivided attention to only priority things, my family and my craft. Like that's it. That's all I have time for. So it happened. So I'm here now. I'm here with the family, and I'm here prioritizing my craft in my business, which I don't know if I should make a separate video for that, because that's a thing in its own. And I think that might be my next video. Because right now I really want to talk about the mission in my career and behind the chair of what I feel like my mission is and why God has placed me here. I am not playing when I talk about adversity, it is straight opposition, like straight op. I know it's trying to come against me because I believe so strongly in my heart that God has placed me behind the chair for such a great purpose. And I think a lot of that purpose is to connect with the people and to leave an impression on them and to show them the love of Christ or speak life into them or just even give a listening ear. And I think it goes beyond that. Like, I think it, but those things, even right there, those three things, those are amazing. And I have such a love for learning and growing in the skill set that just kind of adds the cherry on top. Like, I want to learn still, and I need to not downplay myself, but I do downplay myself a lot because I still think of myself as a rookie barber. And I've literally just last week, or maybe, yeah, just last week, I had a client be like, "You're an OG. Like, sis, you're an OG." And I'm like, "You're right." I don't see myself that way. I feel like I'm still learning so much, but I have been doing it for a while. I do know some things, but I'm learning to stay humble, but also be authoritative in my knowledge. Like, yeah, I do know some stuff. I've done this for a minute. So it's one of those things. But let's get into it. Let's just dive into it. Let's just dive into it. My number one thing with doing this, with being behind the chair, is to talk, connect, relate, love, speak life into the clients that sit in my chair. When Jesus came, he was a true example, a true model of who we were made to be, because we are made in God's image. So he came down to model that for us. And then he died on the cross and put his spirit in us to be able to accomplish that modeling. And I just think that's so amazing because I see it playing out in my life. Like, I see the type of clients that sit in my chair, and God literally, like, is showing me that I placed them in your chair for a reason. Every single one. Most of my clients, I'm able to pray for them, put my hands on them, speak life to them. And you know what? Vice versa. Like, my clients bless me all the time. I'm so blessed to have the clients that I have in my chair. And it's like, as a barber, hairstyle, whatever whatever job you're in that you need clients for, oftentimes I could get caught. I've gotten caught up, still do. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I still do sometimes get caught up on, I need more clients. Like, I need more clients. But it's like, would you have, somebody asked me, I don't remember who it was. They asked me like a month ago, maybe, would you rather have 5 loyal clients or 100 clients that never come back to you? And I would rather have 5 loyal clients, because my clients are what also makes my job a blessing. And for a while, I was like, the me inside my craft was so much bigger than the people and the why. Like, I was just always me. Like, what could it give me? What could I do? Once I started to realize that this job was about them and not me and who sit in my chair, everything started to change. And I'm going to be real honest. I started to see it more enjoyable, more pleasurable, more like excited to do my job, because I felt like I had a responsibility or like a duty or like a calling, definitely a calling. And you kind of feel like when there's something that's bigger than you kind of feel like the best way I could put it is motherhood, parenthood. I'm a mother, so knowing that my son needs me, he can't do nothing without me. Like, he literally needs me, and I literally need to like die to myself every single day to give him me for him. That's the best way I could put it for the clients that sit in my chair. Now, obviously, it's going to be a big stretch. That's like a big stretch because it's like, well, your clients, they don't really need you like that. But at the same time, like, my clients need me to be present, to be skilled, to be a listener, to not judge them, encourage them. And sometimes they don't know that. Like, I'm pretty sure the client might be like, I don't need you to encourage me. They don't know that. But I think as our job, like, that's just that placement that was placed in us to come out naturally. Like, we do encourage you, and it takes me to die to myself to be like, look, I'm going to use this example because I see it in the industry, and I'm not trying to be, I don't care. I'm not trying to be rude, but also I see it. This industry in this time, this culture is becoming very like very self-centered. Like, I don't see much clients in it. And I don't know if it's because I'm just on social media, like looking at the certain videos, like, because I'm just going to speak on barbering because that's what I'm in. It's so trendy right now. I mean, barbering, lashes, and nails are so trendy right now. And I see a lot of like me. I'm going to just use dial into an example. The whole, if you don't make it to your appointment, I'm going to charge you a fee. I don't judge it. But it is starting to be double standard. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm dying to myself when it comes to my clients. I'm not going to make it about me. These clients, let's keep it real. They're sitting in my chair. They're expecting a haircut, a great service, and guess what? They're going to pay me the money that I'm going to use to pay my bills to live my life. Like, without my clients, I'm not going to get my bills paid and be able to live my life. Like, I'm going to take care of you. But a mature barber, I'm going to say me. I think a mature barber, which I believe that I'm maturing as a woman and as a barber, I'm starting to see that it goes beyond the payment now. And now that I've also been following Jesus and been realizing who God the Father is to me, He's showing me, hey, it goes beyond the bills. Now it's time to make that impact. And if I could be truthfully honest, I'm still kind of wondering what that even means. I'm like, impact? Leave an impact? How? Like, what does that mean? And so that's where I'm at. But until then, I know that this is what I do know. Take it away from the clients. Every single buddy goes through something. People name it a whole bunch of different names. You can go through struggles. You can go through adversity, hardships, hard times, opposition, trials, whatever you want to call it. Every single person goes through those things. I also believe that, number one, we can relate to those things to let somebody know that they're not alone. I also believe that we can encourage people through those things to let them know that it's not bigger than them and they can get through it. And I also know that we can just give a listening ear because there's something so freaking soothing when you just pour out what's been in your mind. And suddenly you're like, oh, I feel a lot freaking better. So when I think of leaving an impact for me, that's what I'm thinking about. And I think that that's also just touching the surface. I think it extends so much greater. And one thing, like, I'm just gonna put it out there. One thing that I really want to do is be a motivational speaker. Like, I want to be a motivational speaker through God, through like the Holy Spirit speaking through me. Because I don't know about anybody, but I get pumped up when people are like speaking life, speaking positive, speaking facts, speaking like, you're just like, you're like, boo, 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 boo. You're feeling that rush, like, and then you go on your day and you're like, dude, I'm pumped up. Like, when I saw Myron Golden today, I was so pumped up. I was so pumped. I was so pumped up. Like, after, I felt great. And that's how I want others to feel, because I know what it's like to not feel great. I know what it's like to feel down. I know what it's like to feel depressed. I know what it's like to just feel like, man, I'm feeling like dookie booty. And I want others to feel the way that I feel when I'm feeling like that. And then something brings me out of it. Somebody brings me out of it. Their words, the Lord spoke through them, whatever it is, like, that is such an amazing feeling. And then what's even more amazing is when you stay like that. And when you like literally live like that for the rest of your life. That I could just imagine, like, never, because that one person watered that seed or pushed you off into zoom in, like catapulted you, for you to never go back down the dark road again, and to feel like you actually got this. $1,000,000 inspired you to talk to God, inspired you to read your word, inspired you to live out your calling, live out your dream, realize your identity. Like, imagine. So that's where I want to be. I hope over time, I don't know where that would even tie in with barbering and, but I'm not even going to see it like that. I'm going to say, I really want to be a motivational speaker. Freaking love barbering. Like, let's see if one day that can join together. So I think that was a lot. Oh my gosh. I was so passionate about that. But that made me happy. Like, it's because I really see it. And then I think another topic that I want to speak about, I mean, I wish I could just like flow into it, but I'm just going to have to. I don't know where it flows. I really been thinking about becoming an educator for barbering. And I never saw that in my life ever. To be an educator, are you kidding me? I'm a student still. I could never be a teacher. And I feel like that's the next step for me, is to be an educator. And I'm not really like, I'm allowing God to truly lead me into that, because I wouldn't even know where I start. Like, I don't even know where I start. Like, what do I have to offer? I know that I have, okay, that's not the right question. I know that I have a lot to offer, but what do I have to offer? I feel, and this is my limiting belief, okay, that I'm going to debunk right now. What do I have to offer in a world full of barbers that are already offering it, in a world full of hairstylists that are already offering it? But this is something that always comes to mind. So I'm dual licensed, I'm a hairstylist, and I'm a barber as well. I remember being a hairstylist and not knowing how to cut hair and not knowing how to fade. And like, I still am a hairstylist. Like, I still want to do long hair. I still want to do layers. I still want to do color. I want to do all that. But I also did not want to turn any clients down at the time. I was so ambitious. I didn't want to turn any clients down at the time. I was like, clipper fade. I wanted to do all the techniques, fades, scissor cuts. Like, I was down for it all. So I took on the learning of fades, and I've been there ever since. And so I feel like I could offer that to hairstylists who are in the salon, who are not in the barbershop. And I'm gonna be real honest. A lot of times, not always, so I'm not speaking for everybody. A lot of times hairstylists, they don't want to deal with the barbers. They don't want to deal with the men, because I'm not saying that it's not so much. I see a lot more men. I'm gonna be honest. I see a lot more men in barbering than I do women, but women are coming in. Like, it's flowing with women. So I could say that. But a lot of hairstylists don't want to deal with the men. So I think that that's also where I have a level up, because I'm like, well, I'm a woman, and deal with me. Like, I got y'all. I could show you how to cut. I could show you how to fade the easiest way, the way that I learned, because I needed it to be, it was rocket science to me. I needed it to be broken down, and I had it the hard way. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't broken down. I had to visually see, like, okay, this is what they're doing, until I went to barber school, and it somewhat got broken down to me. But like, I really do feel like I had to learn the skill with my own brain. Like, I can't explain that. And so, I mean, and I'm still learning, because I think that because I had to like learn it that way, now I feel like I have to go. I watch videos still sometimes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try that technique. And I think that's okay though. I think that's okay that was my path. That had to be my path for some reason. It just had to be my path. So I really do. I want to go down to the educator role, but what really makes me want to be an educator is to travel around the world. I want to freaking travel around the world so bad doing barbering. Like, one of my dream goals is to do barbering, like put on a show, a barber show, hairstyle show, whatever, in New York. Like, wouldn't that be so fabulous? And I'm such a salon girly. Like, I'm a barber, but when the time comes and I open up my salon, I'm such a salon girly. I'm the house music girly, like freaking flamboyant energy, like, hey, I'm gonna be voguing like as I walk in. I'm all about that. I'm extra, and I love it. That's how God made me. So I could just imagine in New York putting on a hair show and it being so like vogue, so I don't know, house. I don't know what the word is. So that's where I'm at. And I'm excited. I really feel like God is opening doors, He's opening opportunities, and really, where it really matters is He's working in here. And this is another video for another day, but I just want to let at least one person know. I know what it's like. Like, if anybody knows, I know what it's like to battle in the mind so bad. You're not alone. Like, literally, you're not alone. If even one person sees this video, please send me a message. Please follow me. Like, come sit in my chair. Like, let me come sit in your chair. Whatever the case is, like, you're not alone. And you have somebody who is here for, like, I'm here for you. If you want to comment and you need a prayer, I got you with the prayer. Like, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get the house ready. I mean, shoot, I got about to take care of the house, and I really just wanted to make this video. I really appreciate anybody who watched this video. Until next time, peace.